Good evening. I'm Chris Wilson, and I want to welcome all of you here to the celebration of the 30th anniversary of the W3C. So I want to be clear, that's all of us here in the room, but also all of those of you joining us remotely on the web as well. Now, before we get started, I do want to remind everyone that in our community, we abide by a code of conduct, and we want every participant to feel appreciated and respected, and that means adhering to high levels of personal behavior. So if at any time you have any concerns, please find a staff member. They can help point you in the right direction. But for those of you who don't know me very well, I've been involved with the web platform actually since before W3C was created. I co-wrote the Windows version of NCSA Mosaic, so that second milestone that was highlighted in the video, the first one that involved anyone other than Tim Berners-Lee, I was involved in that. So this picture of me is from the very first web conference ever. It was the Web Wizards Workshop, hosted by O'Reilly Media in 1993. Now, when I started working on the web, I was at the very early web, I should be clear. I was really compelled by this idea that the web was for everyone, that everyday average people like me, not just tech gods or large publishers or things like that, could actually produce and share content. And in 1997, I wrote a very basic web page, complete with ASCII art, about how to make didgeridoos. They're an Australian Aboriginal wind instrument, for those of you who don't know. But I wrote a page about how to make them out of bamboo, like raw bamboo, and I put it up on GeoCities. Really, there's got to be more love than that for GeoCities, but thank you. It's like if you say MySpace, there's supposed to be a reaction too. But I put my email address in the page, better yet, my Microsoft email address at the time. And for more than a decade afterwards, about once a month, I would get an email from somebody asking for help on how to build didgeridoos, or, hey, where do you source raw bamboo in Finland, which it turns out I was not an expert on. But the idea that average people like me could add to the human knowledge base, could contribute to the collective soul, was super compelling to me then, and it's why I am still compelled to work on this today. But, of course, clearly, our world has snowballed. It's radically grown from there, both in power and in problems. And my anecdote of teaching people to build didgeridoos on a web page is really quaint in a world where you can learn, you can find YouTube videos on any topic imaginable. You can find articles on it, and social media has become probably our biggest interpersonal interaction mechanism. Now, our infrastructure of knowledge, of communication, of connection is really straining at a lot of these seams, and there's no lack of challenges for us to overcome. And I'm sure in this new era, you're all just as compelled as I am personally to address these infrastructural problems, to empower users, to make the web work for everyone. And that's really why we're all here. That's why we all show up at the W3C. So tonight, as we celebrate what we've accomplished with the web in the last 30 years, we should also recognize what work lies ahead for us. Thanks.